board of directors, the guest speaker for tonight. You are highly welcome and recognized, sir. The League of Presidents, visiting Rotarians, guests and friends of Rotary International Family. Yeah, I'm Rotarian Olaifolale Solomon. I've been saddled with the responsibility of moderating this session, where we have our amiable Rotarian in the house to educate us on a very important topic tonight. And I want to believe that every Rotarian here tonight, we are going to gain one or two things. So before I call on before I present the guest speaker to us tonight, I just want to encourage us that for in the next 15-20 minutes, please let us just be attentive. I know some of us are still busy where we have, but please let's just drop everything we are doing for now. Let's concentrate on this is a time that is very crucial in tonight's meeting. And as I present to us tonight, the president of Rotary Club of Ibadan, Part 5, Kazim A. Olanrewaju. I will be taking the Rotary Kazim Olanrewaju, please, sir. We are glad to have you in our midst tonight. And then, fellow Rotarians, I will be taking his provide from my side here because of our time, so that we can present him to you. Then we go into the lecture without wasting our time. I have the profile of Rotarian President Kazim A. Olanrewaju. Rotarian Kazim Akinade Olanrewaju was born in 1970s in Ibadan. Imagine, he's even my brother. We are from the same town. Oyo State to late Abdul Aziz Osuadele and Ibadan Prince and Alaja Asiat Adebisi, a princess of Bagura of Abeokuta, Ogun State. So our guest speaker tonight is a prince. He attended Rosita Day Nursery and Primary School, Odono, Ibadan Municipal Government Primary School, Apata Ganga, Ibadan, and prestigious Government College, Ibadan, GCI, in 82 sets for his secondary education, where he became the head of school in 1989 and won Winston Churchill Leadership Award in 1989. His tertiary institution journey started from Yaba College of Technology, Lagos, to Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Lautech, where he bagged B.Tech honors in applied physics. He also attended University of Jos Plateau for PGD in Peace and Conflict Resolution. Other certificate course he bagged was at Institute of Peace and Conflict Resolution, Abuja, and a Leadership Development course certificate at Armed Forces Training School, Jaji, Kaduna State. He was engaged in private and public institutions in his working career. He worked with National Assembly Service Commission in Abuja, from where he proceeded to National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, in 2009. He has held many positions in the agencies, which include camp manager at NEMA Northeast IDP camps, supervisor, National Food Security Council or Emergency Intervention Fund in Jigawa and Ogun State, supervisor, Special National Economic and Livelihood Empowerment Intervention, Plateau State, assistant head of Operation NEMA Ekiti Operation Office, acting head NEMA Mina Operation Office, Niger State, presently the assistant zonal coordinator, NEMA Southwest Zone. Rotary Akinade started his Rotary life as a chartered member of Interact Club of Government College, Ibadan, and two-time past president, Rotary Club of Lautech, Ogbomoso, a zonal coordinator, Zone B Rotary Dis 130, and also got an award at Ryla. On his transfer to Ibadan, he joined Rotary Club of Ibadan Pathfinder as a chartered member of the club in 2021. Since then, he has served the club in the capacity of a club training facilitator and Rotary Foundation chair. He became the president nominee and polo chair in 2021, 2022. He attended Rotary Leadership Institute, Part 1, 2, and 3, and also RLI graduate class. He has served as Zone 1 Membership Retreat Committee Secretary and attended many district functions since he became a Rotarian. Rotarian Kazim Akinade loves traveling and planning events. He is happily married to his beautiful wife, Shakirat Adenike, and blessed with Yasmin Ewade Ajoke. Fellow Rotarian, the president, fellow Rotarians, guests, and friends, I present to you tonight our amiable guest speaker for tonight, which will be speaking to us briefly on the topic that said Rotarians in community and economies, the roles of Rotarians in community and economies development. So tonight I present to you Rotarian Kazim Akinade Olanrewaju. Thank you so much, my president. Thank you so much. Please let's judge our hands together for our Rotarian as he take the floor. Thank you so much, Rotarian Kazim. Please, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you very much, my people. I'm so happy to be with you today. I appreciate you for considering me worthy to share experience. I will not say I'm a guest speaker in the midst of learned Rotarians. I can only say I want to remind ourselves of what should be our role in economic and community development. All of us Rotarians, I believe we know what is expected of us. As Rotarians, what we're to do in every month from July 1 to June, the Rotary International has designed all this month for us not to be idle, for us to know what is expected of us as Rotarians. I always say to everybody that cares to listen that Rotarians around the world are the best human, let's say they are the best when it comes to humanity. Rotarians know their right. They don't even say because they know their right, they fail to learn. We learn more every day. And that's one good thing about Rotary. You are there as a leader. At the same time, you'll be trained on leadership for you to impact positively into the world. So I appreciate everybody here, Rotary Club of Greater Nigeria. Of course, I call you a special name, Aweleye. But the Eleye that you are really doing greater things in the society, and I must commend you for that. I appreciate my president. I appreciate everybody here. And I want us to, in the little time, just to remind ourselves what is expected of us as Rotarians in this month. My moderator, like how many minutes do I have?
You have 15
Hello,
minutes.
my moderator.
Like 20 minutes per sir.
Okay, sir.
15, 20 minutes, sir. If you can manage with 15, we are fine, sir.
Thank you very much. First of all, I must apologize. I'm supposed to send the slide to the president before now, but unfortunately, I just have to design this thing in a way that after I will send the slide to the club for record. I was so engaged since day before yesterday and yesterday with this issue of national problem. The release of water at the Lagdo Dam, which is going to seriously affect 6 states in the Federation. We've been so busy with that, so I'm very sorry, but I promise to send the slides later. So let us just start. Of course, all of us know that in this world now, nearly over 800 million people live on less than $2 a day. And what is the implication of that? Many people are living in abject poverty. We know what the dollar rate is saying. And that is why, as Rotarians, whenever we are carrying out our service project, we should put it in the back of our mind that we need to enhance economic and community development, where we need to create opportunities for decent and productive work for young and old. How do I mean? Rotarians all over the world, we know that poverty is the bedrock of disaster. And Rotarians know very well that there is no way we can impact positively the society without leaving people out of abject poverty. We are talking of economic and community development, but we need to know these are two things that will bring together community development and economic development. Of course, they are not the same thing. They are different. Economic development is purely the creation of wealth from which many communities benefit, while community development is a process for making community a better place to live and work. You can see the two. Economic development is just the creation of wealth for which many people benefit, while community development is a process for making community a better place to live and to work. That is, to provide a conducive environment for everybody, either to develop themselves through economic or community development. So what do I mean by the two? If you look at the difference, one is talking about the environment, while one is talking about the creation of wealth. As Rotarians, everybody knows, even in your family, the community, even in the place of work, people are collecting salary. But that salary cannot take them anywhere. But that doesn't mean we should be pauper or we should be beggar. And that is why Rotary create that forum for everybody to identify the people around them. What are the problems of people around? What are the needs of the people around? And how can we bring people out of abject poverty? Let's look at what is going on generally now in the country. The average person riding a car in Nigeria knows the amount he or she fueled vehicle. For those people that ride car every day like us, in a week, you tend to have what we call, to spend almost 40,000 naira minimum. I don't know of Lagos. I'm talking of Ibadan now. So that means in a month, you're talking of average of 160,000 naira. And the minimum wage is how much? 30,000 naira. So look at the scenario I just painted. Everybody needs something, especially in economic development. You need to develop yourself economically. And that is what relates us to what Roti said we should do. What are the things that are expected from Rotarians in developing community and economy? We have different ways we can go about it. But let us remind ourselves that Rotary has given us the opportunity to invest in people by one, with building the capacity of entrepreneurs, community leaders, local organizations, community networks to support economic development. I repeat, we need to invest. One of the first things we need to do, we need to invest in people by building the capacity of entrepreneurs, community leaders, local organizations, and community networks to support economic development in communities. If you're saying communities, if your community is okay, is capable, we don't need to do anything. But we said impoverished communities. We can identify our areas. We know them. We know the areas where they are not even having anything. No good water, no good road, nothing. I'm not saying we are not trying our best. We've been doing it. And that's why I said we need to remind ourselves to do more. What we need to do, most times when we carry out projects, we did what we call need assessment. Need assessment. We need to know, identify those people in that environment who are entrepreneurs, who are community leaders, local organizations, and do what? And build their capacity. It's not necessary that we gather people and say, this man doesn't have anything. Let us give him 100,000. Having identified what he can do and pay the money. We must put at the back of our mind that the money we are giving, we need to know whether it's commensurate with what the economy is saying now. Ordinarily, if you give somebody money to start any business, without really identify the problem of the business the person is venturing into, we'll go back to square one. So as Rotarians, we need to invest in people by building the capacity of those people. Somebody can learn tailoring, and we feel a tailor must at least get something daily. But we need to make sure that the person is being given certain amount to do the job, we need to make sure that the person develop himself or herself. And how do we do this? We need to start up committees. We have committees on community service and the rest to make sure that they follow up while we assist anybody economically by building the capacity. We identify the issue, the problem, and we build the capacity for the person to meet up with the situation, with the present situation of the country. Number two, we need as Rotarians to develop opportunities for productive work. Opportunities for productive work. How do I mean? We fail most times to identify the problem of local communities. I remember very well one time, my club, we carried out a needs assessment of a community that needs water. So when we went there, we discovered that community, they're into production of this local elubo, the whitish one, like the Egba people. Lafu. We now discovered that in that community, majorly that is what they do. But they are faced with the problem of transportation. They are faced with the problem of even producing this thing in a modern way. They are still using this local way of doing things. So we need to develop opportunities of productive work. If we now look at, okay, this is how we can increase the productivity of these people by providing for them modern technology of doing things. And believe you me, this modern technology we are talking about are not that expensive, because we discovered that people living in that community, we have mechanics, we have technologies that that attended technology school. We can do that by encouraging the productivity, so that it will, by the time they produce more, having spending lesser time, and it will help the community a lot. Another way we can do it, we can reduce poverty in communities. How do we reduce poverty in communities? Like I said the other time, the bedrock of the structure is poverty. There is poverty in the land. But how much are we doing to identify those people who are in abject need of, who are in abject poverty and in basic needs of life? They don't have it. We don't, we should not limit our assistance to the community, to the urban community alone. Rotarians should go to local communities, identify the people that are in need, and will reduce their poverty by empowering them, not by giving them money. Empowerment is the bedrock. If you empower them and we follow up, monitor it, we evaluate the process, I'm very sure economically people will improve and community will be developed. Also, we can support studies for career-minded professionals. Most times, we give out assistance to people that can be helped. How do I mean by that? We identify somebody maybe who is who learns hairdressing, and in the family, somebody can still help, or in their church and the rest, somebody can help. But we need to, at the same time, identify people that are good, that we can train. Let me use that word. We can support their studies for career development. If you do that, that person can become a boss on his own or her own, and at the same time get more people who can learn from the person. And by doing that, we are reducing poverty in the land. And people can learn more and learn more, and they will become their boss too. And in their own right, they can get more people, and by training them, the network continues, and gradually we are reducing poverty in the land, and economic activities will spring up, and community will develop. I have here many things to discuss: type of economic development, what are the community economic development that, and what are the purpose? What do we want to achieve as Rotarians by doing all this? We want to revitalize communities. We want to develop and rehabilitate affordable housing. We want to promote sustainability. And that is where I want us to look at. Rotarians, we need to do projects, carry out projects that are sustainable. We need to look at that sustainability aspect of it. Any project that we do to improve economic and develop community should be sustainable. And that can equally help the community and the nation at large. This one will attract investment once we have a sustainable project. It will build wealth. It will encourage entrepreneurship. That's what I said the other time. And to create more jobs. So as Rotarians, once we identify all this, I believe we have a lot to achieve by helping people to develop this country for better. Community development, as we all know, is an holistic approach and it has grounded principles. But as Rotarians, once we identify these principles, which I've mentioned earlier, empowerment, human rights, inclusion, and thank God, every Rotarian knows that inclusion is very, very important. No matter the tribe, no matter the age, no matter the what do you call it, the language, everybody wants to, so far the person is a human being, we deal with them. Rotarians should always remember that self-determination and collective action helps the community a lot. Self-determination and collective action. This grows local economy. Rotarians need to train people to become resources for their community. You will notice that I'm mentioning training, I'm mentioning capacity building a lot. Without all this, we cannot achieve anything much. Year in, year out, we'll be carrying out projects on economic and community development without having good results to show for it. We need to offer more network activities. We need to let people know that if we empower a person, that person can be useful so far we make it sustainable and we monitor it and we evaluate the project for us to know the lapses, to know the strength, and for us to improve on what we have done to have a better result. Lot of things, lot of activities can be done to improve economy. I remember very well a club in Ibadan. I don't want to mention the name of the club. They identify a woman, I think, a physically challenged woman. This woman was provided grinding machine so that we're going to they empower the woman for the woman to have a good living. In the process, we identify the woman to have a very good gift of communication. This Oriki, what do you call them? I don't know how to put it. This woman, having identified that gift the woman has, we have to develop the woman in that aspect. So she now has two ways of making money to feed the family. And before you know it, other people started learning from the woman. So we started inviting the woman to club functions for the woman to display her talent. So we identify that and we also empowered the woman. So the woman started doing two things. And before you know it, we evaluate the project and we discover that we had created work for the woman. So this and many more we can do as Rotarians. So we have many things I presented on the slide that Rotarians can do. I will forward the slide to the club for the members to read, digest, and make further comments. So on this, I want to say that the ultimate resource in economic development is people. It is people, not the capital or the raw materials, that develop an economy. And that is why, as Rotarians, we are starting with that responsibility that we are the ultimate resource, not what we use which is the capital for the raw materials. Because without Rotarians, we cannot work on all these materials to get a good economy. And I'm of the opinion that throughout, as far as I live, my life belongs to the whole community. And it is my privilege to do whatever I can do to help humanity. And that should be the watchword for every Rotarian, to have a better and good economy in the country, whereby we can develop ourselves, develop people, and we transform economy for the betterment of the country. I appreciate you once again for this opportunity. I believe with these little ones I've said, I'm able to impact, let me just say, to impact part of what I have to my people. So thank you for having me. If there's anything you want to contribute, I believe I'm not knowledge is for everybody. We learn from each other. So I believe I'm able to discuss little, and for my people to have pick one or two things as Rotarians to help the community. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. If you want to be a good speaker, join the Rotary. If you want to be a good speaker, join the Rotary. Join the Rotary. Join the Rotary. Join the Rotary and be a good speaker.
Thank
We
you.
love you. Thank you so much.
I love you too.
We love you. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
everyone. Thank you so much, Rotarian Kazim Akinade. Thank you so much for that wonderful session. It was eye opener. We really appreciate you for bringing your wealth of experience, because going through your profile, it shows that you are not just practicing humanity as a Rotarian, but you are also practicing it as a profession. So we really appreciate you for bringing your wealth of experience to our club tonight. And I must say, you said maybe somebody will gain one or two things. I gain more than one or two things tonight. From your word, I noticed a lot of things that economy. In fact, you took us back to university days. You define what economy development means and community development. It's two different things. Sometimes people mix it up, but it's a two different things entirely, which I can deduce tonight that economic development is creation of wealth. We know you create wealth and you use that wealth actually to develop community, to influence and for people to benefit from it. Thank you so much tonight, Rotarian Akinade. It is an eye-opener, and I believe that the club tonight and individually, for what we have listened to tonight, we go out there to impact more life through creation. It's not all about giving somebody a token. Àwọn àgbàlagbà máa ń ní pé ká mẹ́ṣin dódò, ká fún lómi, but ká question bó ṣe momi is the right thing. That tó bá fún ẹnìkan lówó lé ní ó fún ní ₦5 tó jẹun. It's not all about today. What about tomorrow? Is the person have to come back? So you create wealth for that person to stand on his own, so that tomorrow the person can go ahead and help others. Those are the things we have learned tonight. So on that note, before I appreciate our guest speakers tonight, do you have any contribution, any question for our guest speaker on what there's a lot of questions that are supposed to come out tonight, because what Rotary is all about is human development, impacting our community. Let's go out there and do something about the community. If you are saying, like he said poverty is the bedrock of disaster. We have seen many disasters that is going around now. It's because of poverty we are seeing all around. So I know one or two people will have one or two questions to ask. So if you have any question tonight, you can just raise your hand while I call you and our guest speaker will attend to it. Please, anybody with any question?
What about contribution?
Okay, yeah, contribution or question, observation,
Everything.
contribution, questions. My president, you have a contribution.
Of course, I want to say thank you so much, Rotarian Akande, for the wonderful experience you shared with us. One thing, there's nothing I want to add that you've not covered already. The only thing, I always say is just like, for what you've offered us is priceless. We cannot pay for it. For those word of experience, we appreciate you, and we thank you so much for that. And I'm not giving the vote of thanks anyway, but at the same time, I want to say thank you so much. As Rotarians, let us keep charging ourselves. We're going to have this on our YouTube for those who have missed it, or if we have not captured everything well, so that we can rewind it, we can re-listen to it, and then to get us more equipped, and so that we can get from this sort of experience. Thank you once again. The moderator, I yield the mic.
Thank you, my president, for that contribution. And from one of the contribution from Rotarian Toyosi, so good to hear more about economic and community development. I believe we will all increase our effort to ensure that we do more of our community, for our community. We love you, Rotarian Akande. My best part is sustainability part. Great word. So thank you so much, Rotarian Toyosi, for that wonderful word. And we appreciate you, sir, Rotarian Akande. We believe that anytime we call upon you, you will always be available for us. And also, we want to send to you from your profession. We believe that we still need you one way or the other. Anyway, you can come into our aid in helping the community. Yes, sir, we get in touch with you. I'm your boy from Ibadan. So
my question is on the chat box. You've not read it.
Okay, sir. Right, sir, there is a question on the chat box, and it says, how can we change our government orientation on the various poverty alleviation program, which is not yielding? I think you get me, sir. How can we change the government orientation on the various poverty alleviation program, which is not yielding? Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. This is a very good question. As a government official, I would say that the problem we are having concerning this is a problem of record. We don't have social, how do I put it? We don't have, that's what we call social record of people that are vulnerable. The data is not, would I say, not effective or not complete. We don't have correct data. If we can have adequate data, there is no problem with poverty alleviation program of government. But in a situation whereby we have in a community, we have, let's say, 100 people are living in a community. And I don't know how to put it, maybe through politics or what have you, they bring 150. The people that are living in this place that are vulnerable are 150. And the total number there, they are 100. You can see the problem already. So the government cannot really do any good thing on that area. So I would suggest, this is one of the things Rotarians can do. We have Rotary Community Call, where we can be getting the right data from the people in that community. If the government have correct data, then their program, their policies will work. That is the problem of this country. Even this one that we are doing, national identity, we are yet to get it right. So, but I believe with time, we are going to get the best from it.
Thank you so much, sir, for that response. One of our problems in Nigeria is data. I can get that from that data. We have issue with data. I pray the present government will get it right. Thank you so much. Rotarian Najagun, I believe Rotarian Akande has answered you tonight. So thank you so much, everyone, my president, fellow Rotarians, guests, and friends. I would like to appreciate Rotarian Akiade for this wonderful session, for being with us tonight. We know you're a very busy man, but out of your tight schedule, you still have time for us tonight. Thank you so much, and help us. Our regards to Madam for us taking your time. You're supposed to be with her now, but taking your time from her. Please send our regards to her and the children. We appreciate you. We pray that God will God will continue to be with you, sir. Thank you for joining Rotary Club of One tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Madam, now more company.
Thank you. All right, my friend. You said,
I said, Madam, now more company.
And our company, okay, we are together. we are one. We are one. So thank you so much. So thank you.
All right, Rosanalaye, thank you so much once again. We appreciate Rotarian Akande for the experience and the lecture he has shared with us. Also, thank you so much. Straight, because our time is fast spent. We are down to report from committee. Permit me to call Rotarian Toyosi. Do we have any other committee that would like to tell us something apart from Rotarian Toyosi? Okay, let me call it. If you have anything from the committee, kindly signify so that we can make reference to you. Rotarian Toyosi, please.
Good evening, everyone. My president, fellow board of directors, guest of fellow popularies. As of today, I don't want to waste much of our time because it's fast spent. As of today, we already have actually 80% of what is needed. I'll be sending out the list to you by tomorrow morning. So we got some Rotarians in Nasarawa State to support the process. I will also be sending their names also so that we can recognize them. I actually wanted them to join us today, but they have a function this afternoon. So I don't know if they finished early. So by next meeting, some of them will join us. And we also have 2 Rotaractors that might be working with us. And also the Rotary RMC staff in Abuja. Most of them will be going with us to Nasarawa State. So since I discussed it with PDG Emmanuel, and he agreed that we do we actually get some of the commodities instead of buying the rest. We get it from what we have on ground. I think I discussed that with you already this afternoon.
Yeah.
So I think we are good to go. What we are hoping to know now is the people that will support us health-wise, doctors, nurses. We already have 2 doctors, 4 nurses, 2 chiefs that will be supporting us. And I hope that we get the permission by Tuesday. They give us Tuesday morning for the permission for them to work with us for that day. So my report some tomorrow, and I think for that we are good to go. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Rotarian Toyosi. Please, one thing is the names of those who are going to volunteer on behalf of our club. Please, we'll need their names. We also need their emails if possible. You know, we have that. And at the same time, we'll be looking forward to have a customized certificates, you know, like an appreciation that we can give to them so that they can always know why they volunteered for, they had something, you know. And at the same time, I know the last time we talked about the issue of feeding and all this kind of a thing. Please also let us know about your plans so that we look at where we are and the things that we should be looking into, you know, that kind of a thing. Because you tried a lot and you sourced for a lot of on our behalf, you know, and let us see where we are and what next we need to do so that you have a very nice time, you know, like you so that you don't have any issues down the line. At least if we are not there, we should know that at least everything is set, and we are not giving you more issue while you are doing executing the project. So that is very, very important.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. And once again, for Rotarian Akiande, we'll be sending a certificate of appreciation to be for being our guest speaker tonight. We'll send in a certificate to you. We will be emailing the e-copy to you, and Rotarian Tijani will give you the hard copy. We'll give you that, we'll come and present that hard copy to you. But before then, we're going to send the email, the e-copy to you as well for being our guest tonight. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Sir. You're welcome, sir. Thank you so much. Next on our agenda now, do we have any committee that I know for Rotary Foundation, Rotarian Yetunde, what do we have for next week?
Only about polio. That's what we have for next week.
Okay.
Yeah, about I'll be talking to Rotarian Okwemipo. I think he's absent today. Yeah, but tomorrow I will check on him and we'll be talking more about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So for now, I know I said something out. Okay, Rotarian, on that. Okay, you know we're having Rotarian Guinea for next weekend, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Rotarian Guinea and Rotarian Mark. Please, one thing is this: the flyer should be out by Monday. So I know I'll be pressing. We also have the PI team. Also, they are here. But at least, please let us press ahead to make sure that we have everything. You know, everything for what's it called, for so that we can start doing the advertisement. We can start spreading that out. Rotarian Guinea and Rotarian Mark, that will be our guest on for the polio plus awareness and stuff like that. Today we are meant to have an auction sales today, but the house is so few. I don't know if we should postpone it. I want the house to yeah. Let me just show you what we want to auction out. Maybe on our next flyer we can put it up because the house is so few today. But Antonio, what do you think?
Probably when you show us, we will know if we have to go on with it or we wait till next week.
Okay, let me show you what we want.
We're waiting for you to...
What we have to, we could have. This is what we could have auctioned today.
It's today. It's today.
I think
we are going to do the auction today.
What's that? What's that? I'm only seeing mirror. Is it mirror?
That's an iPad.
So that's
iPad is not mirror.
We are doing it today.
That's an iPad.
Sorry, but my hand just stained the surface. So we want to auction this one. We could have auctioned as well this one as well. You know.
I'm sorry. Hello, good evening once again. Sorry,
let's auction the camera. Let's auction the camera. Please.
Okay, hold on, please. Just 1 minute. 1 minute. Rotarian additional. Yes, please.
Yes, I've decided to show my face.
Okay.
So that you know I'm not a ghost. I'm sorry. I think I just had another engagement briefly.
Okay.
My apologies for being out. Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. So do we have any information from Bagada? Talk to us and let's.
Well, the information from Bagada I can say is even twofold. First and foremost, we had a wonderful investiture last Sunday of our president, the great old president, Rotarian Olubunmi Oguntade. And we appreciate every district that was, every Rotarian that was well represented there. Then secondly, today we actually had a meeting of the Rotary Foundation committee. So I think the only message I can say is that as Rotarians, we should keep doing what we are meant to do in terms of the 4-way test, which we all subscribe to. And just like I listened to the guest speaker this evening, it is something that you can never know too much of Rotary. I think every time we really need to be renewing our knowledge on continuous basis, because it's supposed to be something that should be in our DNA. I want to say I appreciate you. I was invited, and I think I'm happy that I'm here and I listened to this. Actually, I enjoyed every minute of it. Just apart from that brief moment when I had to just attend to another thing, I think I missed out on one or two things there. So thank you so much for having me once again. My name once again is Rotarian Adeshina Adidayo. Nice being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rotarian Adeshina. So one thing is, if you register, if you're registered in attendance, if you have your email, we're going to send a link to the video so that if you have time to watch it again on our YouTube channel, you can also listen to that lecture again on our YouTube as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Another thing came to my mind, Rotarian Akande. I'll be chatting with you about back channel. Already we have a pencil down. Maybe there's a kind of campaign, but Rotarian Ghana to discuss that with you. If we can have one or two things with the club, maybe like a joint project, but Rotarian Ghana will discuss that with you. We're looking for
okay. Anytime you're welcome.
Yeah, we're looking for a couple of projects in Ibadan. So I think she will discuss that with you. And as well, we're extending a hand of fellowship to Bagada as well. If there is anything we can do together, please let us know. We can always work together, and then in as much that we are touching lives positively.
I will surely do.
Okay, thank you, sir. So once again, this is what we are meant to auction out today, this iPad. So we are meant to auction out today. And we also have this camera. I don't know. So let the house decide. Should we keep it till next week or we just take it out today? President Toyosi?
Let's keep them till next week. Maybe that will be
much people, right?
Okay, let's keep it next week.
We can keep them till next week.
Let's do next week.
So that to make more awareness.
Okay.
So that let's do more awareness during the week.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now Toyosi, you buy that?
Yes. Rotary Life, I don't try me.
He has no choice. He's still against one.
No. It's not okay.
Rotary has no choice. Still against one.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. So next week we are going to auction those ones out next week. So it will be included in our flyers that those are materials to be won next week. So everybody should at least be on ground. Next on our agenda, what do we have? Oh, correspondence. Secretariat, please. Secretary.
Yeah, thank you, the President. President fully volunteers in self-day service to humanity as at by 7 p.m. Nigerian time today. There's no any official correspondent for the club.
Okay. All right. The next on our agenda is Object of Rotary by Rotarian Toyosi. Please. Toyosi, please, over to you.
Thank you, my President. Fellow Board of Directors, guests, and fellow board PREs. My guest speaker, thank you so much for today. I'm asked to read the object of Rotary. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the idea of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular, to encourage and foster, first, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. Second, high ethical standards in business and professions. The recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Third, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. And lastly, which is the fourth, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. Thank you very much. I yield the mic.
Thank you so much, Rotarian Toyosi. That is the object of Rotary. that as well, let us always also keep that document to make sure we keep reminding ourselves the object of Rotary. This on agenda, we have the AOB. Although we don't normally do essay, most of the time in our club, but at the same time, we like to give to charity. And during this AOB, I don't know if there's anybody want to discuss anything, but personally, I would like to donate a sum of 10,000 naira towards charity, because I know charity needs assistance. So any other business, please? And I'll be glad if anybody is supporting me as well. Let us cultivate the habit to support charity all the time,
I'm supporting you with a sum of 5,000 naira.
Thank you so much, sir. That's Rotuna additional from Lagos.
My president, I'm supporting you with 10,000 naira.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you, please. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. Rotuna Yetunde from Angola. Thank you so much, supporting with 5,000 naira. And also have Rotuna Toyosi with 10,000 naira. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. I mean, charity will be so happy tonight, that we're able to support charity. Yes, Lieutenant Shogo, thank you so much, sir. Lieutenant Laifa, thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you for supporting charity. We appreciate you for that wonderful support. We appreciate that. Is there another thing we want to discuss? Any other business that we need to talk about? Thank you so much, IPP. IPP, thank you so much for the 500 supported. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you. Rotarian Ajagun, please can you paste the account details, please? Yes, Virus Ajagun is preparing that. Our president-elect, please, you have the
floor. My Rotarian president, Rotarians today as our Rotarian president guest and other Rotarians. Good evening once again. Please, I just want to chip in something. By Tuesday is the observation day for mental health issue worldwide, and Rotary also has a kind of passion for that. So it just crossed my mind that I don't know if maybe during the week we can have something. Fortunately, we have a professional in the club that can also do that for us. So maybe we want to shift it till the next meeting. So I don't know if we can just look into that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am. One thing regarding the mental health. Although we don't have any plan for this week because the campaign that Rotarian Toyosi is working on also circles around the mental health. Am I correct, sir? Rotarian Toyosi?
Yes, you're correct. I actually wanted to say that, but I think she's talking about lecture, even for us, that's for the community. But what about for us? We're also going through stuff,
I know, I can understand. Yeah, yeah. So one thing is for next weekend, actually we're thinking of Rotarian Okwemipo because that is his field. But I think we have 2 speakers already, so I don't know how, because he was meant to speak that day, but he said he's going to step aside so that we have the invited guests to just take over. And while they will, that was what we had initially, but I think there was a change of where we got the next week. The speaker said he couldn't come our first Sunday, that he was glad to talk about Polio Plus, which is for next weekend. So here is it. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to speak with Lieutenant Okpet today because we have a function before weekend, so we have to meet today. I'll be driving to his place later in the evening. So hopefully we'll see. I can tell him to press something in writing to send to the club. Then maybe we'll make an arrangement on how, at least we'll have a lecture. It's going to give us a lecture this month, hopefully, but I don't want to on the 15th, 20, 22nd. Okay, it might not be on the 15th anyway, because 15th we are having Rotarian in Guinea, and I think Ranitunde, am I right?
Yes, sir. You are right, sir.
Okay, on the 15th. So on the 22nd, maybe we have Rotarian Okwe to tell us something about mental health. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, Rotarian Ghanaian, are you there?
Yes, my president, I'm with you. You've said it, you can just discuss with Rotary for if he can find a way and put anything on the table for us. So if this work, if anything can be done this week, fine. And if it is other time, fine. At least
then at the same time, let me see, I'll just speak with him today. If he can do a video, like if he can do a video, recorded video, right? And then send it to us, maybe for this week, have it like campaign towards that. But I'm sure I'm going to work out with him. So what's not this coming weekend, but the upper one, to see that he has a lecture on mental health that that we're gonna have listening to him. I think that will help, right? So one thing, it's I mean, I'll work on that. I'll speak with him and I'll work on that. All right. So is there other business?
My president.
Yes, sir.
Concerning the mental health.
Yes, sir.
The clubs in Ibadan, for those that can attend, we are having a program on Tuesday at Ibadan, at Sultan Bello Hall, University of Ibadan.
Okay.
So you are all invited.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for that invitation. Rotarian Ghanaian, I know you are in Ibadan, and Rotarian Laifa, I know you are also in Ibadan. Please, it would be nice if you can attend that function. That would be so glad. It'd be so appreciated if you can attend. I know you got a Ghanaian to attend. She doesn't have a choice.
Don't worry, it's even my show. They are also doing it in conjunction with Rotary Club University of Ibadan.
Okay.
So, and as a past Rotary president at University of Ibadan.
Of course.
Say
home is home, right?
It's home, home, I know.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am. I know we'll be recognized. I know you'll be there to represent us. We'll talk after this time to see how as well we can also in our own little way to contribute to help others to make sure our impact is felt at the place. We'll talk about that after this meeting. So is there another business? And if there is none, I want to invite it's here. He has left. I would like to invite, though my CP is late for today, let me invite Rotarian Shogo. Yeah, before inviting Shogo, we have our website was down because we didn't pay our fee on time, but hopefully by tomorrow the check should be out to our webmaster so that they can release our website, and while we still have some other negotiations about the website goes on behind the background. So the secretary will take care of that. I'll get that done. So let me invite Rotarian Shogo to help us to please take the toast. One to Rotary Club of Bagada Avisin Rotarian, to Rotary Club of Ibadan Prestige, and also to New Lagos. Please kindly toast to them, and as well personally to our guest speaker as well, and every other ones should follow. Mr. Shogo, please, over to you. Thank you. President Shogo, are you there?
Thank you, my president. Good evening, everybody. the president, the board of directors, fellow Rotarians, intended Rotarian, visiting Rotarian, friends and guests of Polari family. Sorry for coming late tonight. My name is Rotarian Shogo Timothy Ayodele, the website and publicity of the club. Thank my president for the privilege given unto me, even to anchor the toast for tonight. I hope you're all. Hello?
We can hear you.
Hello?
We
Okay,
can hear you, sir.
All right. So close to let me start with the visiting Rotarian, the Rotary Club of let me join them together. The Ibadan Prestige, New Lagos, and Bagada. So
it's Ibadan Pathfinder. Ibadan Pathfinder.
Okay, Ibadan Pathfinder. Okay. So we really appreciate your coming to our meeting tonight. In fact, your presence is just as booming our morale. And we promise that we try our own best to always coming to your club to attend your meeting. So while you are on the seat, because I believe you see you on the seat, I want every club member to say, long live Rotary Club of Ibadan Pathfinder, long live Rotary Club of Lagos. Bagada. So, yeah, let's after saying 1, 2, 1, 2.
Long live Rotary Club.
Long live Rotary Club of
Ibadan Pathfinder.
Long live
Bagada, Lagos.
Long live Rotary Club of New Lagos.
New Lagos.
Thank you. To the visiting Rotarians from any club you may come. We are here, Rotary Club of Club One Nigeria, the very unique club, the powerful Rotary Club online. So we'd like to see more of you. We meet as usual every 8 o'clock. We are already there. So after Rotary E Club, let's say long live visiting Rotarian. Rotary E Club.
Long live
the
Rotarians.
Rotarians.
Thank you very much. So to the club, I mean my club, Rotary Club of One Nigeria, the one that is being led by our powerful president, the club president. We really appreciate your leadership. So I want to, after saying 1, 2, let's say long live Rotary Club One of Nigeria, One Nigeria. 1, 2.
Long live
Rotary Club of One Nigeria.
And to our district now.
President Sugar, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, President Sugar. All right, so let me quickly help him. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, we are hearing you, sir.
All right. So let's propose a toast to District 9125, the district that brings all of us together. Join me in proposing a toast to. We can realize that we spent 100 years there, 100 weeks, 100 days now that the district governor Shagab has been leading us and is doing exceedingly wonderful. And I want to say, long live District 9125.
Long live District 9125.
Yeah, Federal Republic of Nigeria is our nation, and we have no other place to go than Nigeria. Now I want to say everything will keep getting better, and we hope that the new administration will do everything, get it right, like what our speaker has said. about we need all this data warehousing and getting good data, and we pray that we have a better government that will make it that this government will do it much better than even most of our expectations. Germany proposing a toast to long existence of Nigeria by saying long live Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Long live Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you so much. Lastly, it's Rotary International. Rotary International is an organization that brought you and I together as family, and it's an organization that has a permanent seat in the United Nations. So it's a nation on its own, and at the same time, putting smile on people's faces. Kicking out polio, and at the same time taking on community development, economic development, a lot of things to impact people's life. If not for Rotary, we wouldn't have sat down today and be talking. Join me proposing a toast to that long and beautiful organization, Rotary International. Join me saying, long live Rotary International, Rotary world over.
Rotary world over.
Rotary world over.
Thank you so much. So we are at the end of our fellowship. Kindly check your email. We send a link towards today's recording. We'll send it to you so that you can be able to join. The CP came in very late, but hopefully is early for. We know he's on his visit assignment, so hopefully by next weekend we have him fully on ground with us. So anything stewardship? We've talked about stewardship, right? Motion for adjournment.
The president.
Yes, sir.
League of Past and Serving President on call, fellow Rotarians, guests, and friends. My name is Olaide Additional. Having exhausted all items of the agenda, carefully and discussed in details, I believe it is time we draw the curtain. And on that note, I'm moving the motion for the adjournment of this fellowship to next week, Sunday, same time, 8:15 p.m., same station, same channel, the Zoom link, where we'll gather to have a very lovely fellowship again. And you have chance to win either an iPad or a camera, or you win both, depending on how you can spend. See you then. Thank you very much, my president, for the opportunity.
Thank you. A seconder, please.
The Rotarian president, fellow Rotarians, guests and friends of Rotary International, I, Rotary Tunde Adebola Karim, second the motion for the adjournment of the fellowship till next week, the same time at the same venue. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So now we are.
You mentioned the iPad and the camera.
All right, so now we are closing. I'll say thank you once again, visiting Rotarians. We appreciate you. For all Rotarians as well, thank you so much for coming.
Stewardship report, sir.
Oh, stewardship. I thought you. Okay, yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay. The president fellow volunteers. We have 18 in attendance, with 4 visiting Rotarians, while the remaining club members made up the sum. We have an income of 36,500. Thank you.
Thank you so much. 36,500. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Anybody wants to make it a round figure? A volunteer? Okay. 36,500. All right, recorded. We have this for today. Thank you so much for that. I think I'm okay. That's apology accepted. That's okay, Lieutenant Shogo. All right, thank you so much for tonight. We appreciate you, and we apologize for taking much of your time. Let's make it up to date next week to have our fellowship. I'm able to discuss much about polio next week. Thank you. I love you all, and I'm wishing you all the best for this week. Have a great and prosperous week ahead. Thank you.
Daddy. Oh, you're
Thank you, thank you, thank you.